Dialed in
to Box and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these stuff.
because they know the brews.
And they know the box, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, because shit's not funny.
Save yourself some
Beer money. Bucks
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
brews.
and brews.
Bucks and brews.
Welcome back to Bucks and Brews. For those of you on Twitch tonight, twofer. Nick opened a very delicious beer, and he's not going to drink it yet.
That is a fact.
What are you drinking?
My friend, I am drinking.
No, that's what you're not drinking.
All right, I'll tell you that in a second. This is an Austin Brothers, which I had one from you actually, but it's a raspberry vanilla porter.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. The other one is Untitled Art, which we've had a crap ton. This is a 7-layer bar pastry stout. And Jesus, it's
delicious.
It's such an amazing
It's
beer.
delicious. It doesn't taste like beer.
Yeah,
It just tastes like awesomeness.
right. Like I wish I could eat that 7-layer bar. So what do you got say?
I drank my
Oh.
after dinner mint already, so that's gone. So now I just have a Baja Blast Mountain Dew of the hard variety.
This is a good beer.
Is it?
Not a great beer.
Not the other one.
Okay, so that will be saved. Joe,
We're
got,
joined tonight.
you got anything to drink?
Oh, I am drinking some sparkling water that's not spiked. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I have been drinking some pretty good brews from brewed by a couple of folks over at my buddy's brewery, Hopland Brew Distillery, and they have a really killer brown going on. Like, it's a good time for a brown. So
I love this weather for browns.
Browns
I
are
do.
good.
This,
Brown stouts and porters right now.
yeah.
Great beers.
So
oh, yeah.
Joe, it's funny. I had David reach out to you because God knows I'm not going to do any of the heavy lifting. But you were the first person I thought of because this is happening in our county. It is something that's really close to my area, and you're going to give me some knowledge on this. So, in Jenison, right?
Mhm.
We have a school board, and a guy who's been there for 34 years has decided in the end of his term that he's just retiring. He's done. So he's off the school board, which means there's an open spot. And I decided, hell yeah, I'm running for this bad boy. So I put my application into this thing. So in your background of running for things against people who don't necessarily see every eye to eye with you, we're gonna have this fun conversation.
Yeah.
So to fill you in, it was last week. You have until the 26th. So I think it was
Oh,
Can we back way up for a minute? Though?
sure.
You went to your first school board meeting 5 months ago.
Yeah, something like that.
Can you please tell Joe what that was like?
That was a shit show, Joe.
like,
Okay.
so let's hear about this Jenison school. Like, I've been to a Jenison school board meeting or two.
Yeah.
So, like, let's hear about this particular shit show.
All right, so I get in there and I've never been to one, right? And there's like a program that tells you what's going on, and then there's like what I thought was a sign-in sheet.
Okay, so Nick signed it.
So-
Okay, yeah, I got you already. Yeah.
So I'm the second person to sign in. Okay. And then I first of all I walk in and there was some Facebook stuff going on beforehand, and I see this guy and I was like, oh hey, are you, I don't even know his name, Dave. And he's like, yeah, who's asking? And I was like, oh, apparently we have to meet each other. And he's like, why? And I was like, I don't know, we're both here for the same reason of like not wanting people to sit here and bully people and do whatever. I was just asked to come, so I'm here. And like all of a sudden he like timidly backed. He's like, oh, he goes, yeah, I don't tolerate this. And well, so we get into starting this whole thing. I'm sitting front, this guy's kind of sitting front, whatever. And they're like, all right, we're gonna go through our quick announcements, and then we go into open to the public, and they're like, these are the people that have signed up for speaking in public. And I was like, oh shit. So like, they call my name. This guy, the guy who's there, he's not even in our school district. So it kind of annoyed me for that. But he got up and he's like, I'm told there's bullying that's happening. I don't tolerate it. And plays this Mr. Macho Man, Randy Savage shit. And I was like, calm down, Billy, dude. Like, nobody started anything yet. Granted, it's because he was the first person to speak type of a thing. But, and then I get up second and I was like, hey, you know, I was invited here because I heard that there was a bunch of kids presenting and they didn't feel comfortable at their last one. So I wanted to make sure they knew that there was a person here that had their back no matter what happened. And, you know, after I read the whole thing at the end, it said, hey, this is a time to place concerns and do whatever, not to speak however you feel. And I felt bad of what I kind of said or whatever, you know, because I was like, I shouldn't give my opinions of this, right? But like, I'm only supposed to speak on what they're presenting type of thing. But so I'm learning. And then we get into it, and holy shit, some freaking guy was talking about carbon dioxide coming out of gas pipes from what I remember. And I was like, sir, that's carbon monoxide. Okay, that's carbon monoxide poisoning. Okay, like we're gonna learn the difference between monoxide and dioxide. That's why you have to go to school, sir. Like go back to one lady, okay, the one that got me the most.
This is my favorite
this fucking lady. They let her go because you're supposed to only speak for 3 minutes, which when I get on school board, this will be a thing. You speak for 3 minutes and nothing more.
I like that you say when you get on.
Oh God, yes, I'm winning this thing. But so this lady, she reads passages, right? Is what I'm going to call it. But like, basically, she's breaking down like this book, right? And she's talking about little boys getting touched and, you know, things like that. And it's just all, yeah, it's like really into this type of thing, right? And she,
horrible acts,
just so much crazy stuff. And she's like, all right, this is like the stuff you will read in books like this that I'm trying to get banned. And I was like, I wish I got to speak later, because I'm like, what do you mean things that are like this? Like, so that's not in this book. None of the shit you just said is in this fucking book that you're trying to get banned. You're just saying there's things like this. You could have read the fucking book, told me what passages were in there, quoted them, and said, hey, this is why this book needs banned. But no, you went home, wrote a full 7 fucking page book, read it to me with boys getting touched and girls getting on drugs and this and that. And you want me to ban a book that I don't even know anything about now?
And the book has none of that in it.
None, I don't, right? And I'm like, holy shit. Like, and the problem is they let her talk for like this entire like 5-minute thing. And I was like, wait. You said, and I quote, it's like things. Like, you have a book to fucking quote, right? Like, you know, I think one guy literally just got up and just said, you know, fuck Democrats, right? Just to get cheers. And
I mean, it is genocide,
right? But like one other person got up and they're like, all right, it's funny to me because one person gets up and goes, hey, I don't think we should intimidate people by having people raise their hands if they agree with things that I'm saying. And then like 3 speakers later, the person's like, all right, let me see a show of hands if you agree with what I'm saying. And I was like, that's fucking funny. Like, they trolled it. And it was against like the aspect of things, but I'm like, that's fucking hilarious, right? And the school board, they just sat there the whole time and did nothing to like control anything, to do anything. And I was like, huh, you guys really just don't give 2 shits about what anybody's saying. The one lady who, and it's a political thing, which school boards to me shouldn't be political, right?
Shouldn't be.
And because that's why I'm running. That's why I'm running for this, okay? Because like of things
they should be very boring,
right?
Yeah.
But like, you know, this lady, and she came up with questions. She's like, all right, I want to know why we're getting the 80-yard fucking football dome built before we're getting ACs into all the buildings. Why did this only take 8 months after approval to get built, and we're still 3 years from getting this done? I want to know why this hasn't been implemented. I want to know why we don't have implementation of, you know, anti-bullying policies. I want to, you know, and just things. And she just asked questions. She's like, hey, I want dates and times of when you're going to have all of this set. And I was like she presented great.
Yeah.
And I was like, actually, I too want to know these things, right? Like, I'm now interested.
You didn't even know you wanted to know, but now you do.
Like, and they were all valid questions. I was like, how can we get a full building built and done when we can't even get renovations done on a property? Like, you know, and so to me, it's like, all right, hey, I've gone to a few more now, but it's like, all right, what are the things that I'm going to sit here and deal with and listen to And then I have to figure out, hey, what part am I going to do to stop people, right? Like, hey, I'm going to stop you right there. That's not what this conversation's about. And people are going to find me an asshole, and I'm completely okay with this. My wife and I do have a bet to figure out how long until I actually get kicked off the board when I win my position. So
Less than 30 days.
not a chance. I'll be there for, dude. If I do this, I'm promising you, I'm making it for at least 5 years.
I take that bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it depends on the individual board rules how difficult it is to get kicked off a board. But like
It's out of county.
The level of the like absolutely just nuts behavior that we've seen at all levels of government over here is not just unprecedented. There's just no context for it. So, yeah, I mean,
But
I would like to think that if I went back in time, 30 years, and I would asked anybody, how would you feel if your county commission decided to burn, like just on a whim, for any amount of time, $4 million in a furnace, just to get rid of a health director? Well,
Yeah.
what's wrong with the health director? Oh, she wanted to protect health. Like,
Right.
I just know there's no framework for understanding that. And then the partisan frameworks that we have are just like wholly inadequate. And so locally, it's just like, yeah, like there's no ability for anybody to know where the line is for anybody to get kicked out of government. Like, just we don't know.
Yeah. And I'm assuming what's going to happen. So to lead for, are you familiar with this Jenison School Board?
Yeah, I mean, I've spoken in front of them a few times. I know Donna Mooney pretty, like, I know who Donna Mooney is and what she's about.
Okay. I say Craig Jennison is the one that's stepping down. He's been there 34 years, something like that. And so somebody in one of the groups I'm in was like, hey, there's a school board opening. Who's running? And I stupidly said me, but don't regret it in any way, shape, or form. And they're like, you should. And like, I had people like, hey, this is going to be the link. This is how you apply. Do whatever. I was like, hell yeah. So this is the 6th. You have until the 26th to get your application in. Or sorry, this is 16th. Yep, 16th. Because they had on the 15th. He resigned.
You jumped in immediately.
Yeah, it was 9 a.m. I had to email to get them to open it up type thing because I was like, hey, it's supposed to be open for applications. Like, I need access. So I had this filled out by 10 o'clock, and it closes on the 26th. But in there it said, hey, not everybody's going to get interviewed, things like that. Which to me, all it states is that they're going to run an Ottawa County thing where they already have somebody in line. They're just going to pick the person that goes with them, and I'll never see an interview. But November is coming up, and that's where I need to also pick your brain, because I think June I have to get my name on the ballot. And so if I don't, I've kind of think I've told myself, if I don't get an interview, I will then put my name on the ballot. Okay. If I get an interview and don't get picked, at least you've given me an honest shot. But now, if I don't get anything and you don't show me any respect, I'm going full balls deep, right? And I get $1,000 that I can either raise money or I can go pay myself to campaign. And you better believe I'm campaigning for the grand, because I got that yesterday.
So here's my problem.
Yeah.
Like, we talked about this. I got a text from the DNC. Hey, do you want to run? Because of course I live.
Yeah.
I mean, I do live in a very conservative area, but also my permanent address is also in a very conservative area.
Yep.
And, hey, are you willing to run? Which, I'm not electable. I get it. And I told them that I'm not electable. I speak my mind and I use very colorful language.
Yep.
You are the type of person that people should want in your area, because you are very middle of the road on everything. Like, you're very socially liberal, but you're very conservative fiscally, and it would be in the best interest of the Jenison School District to have somebody like you that doesn't side with any certain political party.
Yeah, no.
Like me, I'm not a Democrat, but I'm very much a leftist. So I'm going to be pushing leftist type policies. You aren't either, so you're not going to be swayed either way. You're going to be like, hey, that, homosexual kid has every right to have a nice life, so stop fucking bullying them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, stop spending money on stupid shit.
Right. I'm gonna say, yeah, and I will implement a policy that this person gets bathroom breaks by themselves in the teacher's bathroom until they cause problems versus, hey, we're going to go build a bathroom for this. Because I'm not going to spend stupid money, right? Like, I will help you live the life you need, but I'm not going to go waste money. And so, I say, I really actually, I do take this very serious and becoming this, like, now that I've done, because I've had 8 days to do even more research on school board stuff. And I'm like, dude, I have a full responsibility. I didn't realize how much these people vote on, right? I'm all about this now. So, I think I will officially be running for school board if I don't get the interview. If I get the interview, I mean, granted, I'm already running, so I have the application. So what's happening right now is they have until the 26th for applications. I don't know when they have 30 days to fill the position. So which would be the 15th of next month. I don't know when.
That's right.
I don't know when things are going to be interviewed and stuff like that. But I will say, I fill in for the rest of the year until November.
Yeah, you finish
his term, and then you're automatically put on the ballot. Now, if you don't get the position, you have to get yourself on the ballot, which is something I will end up doing. And then I think it's a 4-year term or something like that. Is what he runs in a consecutive time frame, or say if I'm not wrong, right, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what the terms are for Genesis School Board. It's either 2 or 4 years.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, if you get picked for this one, you're automatically on. And there's going to be 3 opens for this year. So, yeah. It's funny because, I'll wear this hat, right? And so every Democrat thinks I'm their side of things, right? And I drive a piece of shit red truck and have a full beard, and
so every conservative thinks you're their side.
Yeah, like
yep,
if I put my face out there just on something, they're gonna vote just based off of what I look like, and I won't wear the hat, but like the people will know what I'm looking like, right? There's like,
look at this big bearded white guy.
Say
he's our
I
kind
can
of
tell
guy.
you that, like, Jennison is like right in the zone of like trying to figure out like exactly where Ottawa County is in terms of what Ottawa Impact is doing specifically. A lot of the previous frameworks that we had for local government were dependent on competent county government, and we don't have that. So I think it's actually pretty clear to see that Holland Township and the city of Grand Haven are going to reject like everything Ottawa Impact has and has been presenting pretty solidly. And then when we look at a place like Jennison, we're going to see kind of like, where I mean, like that's going to be more of a middle of the road test, I guess. Yeah. So I'm very interested in seeing what happens there.
Well, so the uprise, and you know what? I'm really hoping this last election showed the Democratic people how they failed in the last election. Okay, they had multiple candidates, and each of them liked one of them good enough, right? Like, and so they voted. And so the person lost because everybody didn't figure out how to back the one. Now, the one would have won if everybody would just pull, because the Democrats got them, but they just didn't back one, right? And so they need to figure out, hey, look, it's not our best candidate. It's not our best candidate. Some people will think it is, right? But like, get behind one, understand that you could win this if you just align yourselves with hating be a David. Just no matter what it is, hate the Republican. We're going for this, right? Like,
I have this problem with Democrats, and
Yeah.
and I kind of want to pick Joe's brain on this. So Democrats and leftists get pissed off because they don't get everything they want.
Sure.
So then they won't back whatever candidate is there. But in real life, normal, sane people realize you don't get everything you want. Some things you get and some things you don't.
I think that you're speaking more about leftists, like far leftists than Democrats there.
Okay.
In general. And we do see some of that. I can tell you that, and this is a parallel. Like as a person of color, like if I encounter somebody that's being a dick to me, like I have to make a determination whether or not that person's being a racist or whether or not they're just a dick, right? Like, and that's like the stakes are high or low depending on what the situation is. Almost every time that I encounter that situation, the stakes are fairly low or moderate, and so like at that point, it just becomes like an emotional burden on my end. Um, I I think that like there's a very very clear like a similar parallel there, where like you're just not like sure exactly what's causing the issue, and holy crap, sorry, can you real quick rephrase that, like bring that question back to me, because I just totally blanked on that.
So did I.
Yeah,
No,
I
it was
figured we were-
Democrats, far leftists, just want to get everything they want.
Yeah, and they're
versus
not willing to settle
settle
for
anything less.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. So like yeah, we have these far leftists. Like I don't know when I'm encountering those, like with the racism example. Like I don't know if I'm encountering somebody that like legitimately is trying to like thinks that like going full tilt for whatever like everything they want is the best strategy, or if that's like literally the only strategy they know, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, see,
And
I know.
I think that it,
Go ahead.
no, I think it makes a difference, is all I was going to say.
Well, and I know, like, I don't necessarily want Biden to be the president again,
Sure.
but he's going to be the nominee.
It's guaranteed.
So I'm going to vote for him, because the other option is literally lighting my vote on fire. Because
Yeah,
the Green
so-
Party and the Libertarians, they're not going to win.
No, that's right. But
So
like,
my other option is voting for Cheeto McCocknugget, and I'm not voting for that asshole.
Do you think he's really winning it?
Oh yeah.
yeah, no, it really feels like that's like that is going to be inevitable. Like, but like, if you have no political agency whatsoever, like your default position is going to be to go full tilt.
Mhm.
So like you're like, it's just like I don't know, like when you start playing a video game, like you go left, right, like all the way off screen all the time, because like you don't know like what actual pressure is supposed to push on the stick.
Mhm.
Like the folks that like are jumping in and they really really like are super super passionate, they understand the urgency of an issue, but they don't understand the process. They're going to demand full tilt on the issue, like in terms of that urgency. It's just that's human nature. When it comes to learning things, everything about learning, in my experience, has been about learning the nuances and learning about where the pressure points are, and then learning like how to be sensitive to where the areas are that you need to be sensitive, so you're not just like full tilt, like going like a rhinoceros through a china shop. Like you're actually making nuance and you're making calculated decisions. It's judo versus throwing haymakers.
Mhm.
So because I have to take over, because this is about me, David. Joe, all right. If I don't get an interview, how do I get myself on the ballot? What are my steps and process to take to get myself on this ballot
Like for a
for the school board?
for a school board, like I think you just need to sign up and give them $100, right?
Is that what it is?
Like that's what it is for county commission. I imagine it's either $100 or it's a
And
set
where-
amount of signatures, and it's not very much.
Like, where do I sign up?
I like Jenison, Fillmore Street, Ottawa County.
Oh, so I have to go
And,
to the county itself. Like, okay. And then
Yeah, you go downstairs to the clerk's office, you go to Justin Roebuck, you say, "Hey, Joe Spaulding said," and they roll their eyes, and it's okay, it's fine. And then
Yeah.
you sit, you're like, "Yeah."
okay, so I go to the clerk's office, and so I wouldn't go to my city building where I pay my water bill. I'd go to Fillmore to the county clerk.
Yeah, your county clerk is your elections official, and then you would like I mean, they would be able to make sure that if I'm wrong and that you need to be actually going to your township clerk, like they would tell you. But I think that actually for school board, you'd go to your county clerk and make sure that they tell you what hoops you need to jump through for running for school board. It shouldn't be that difficult.
Okay. And I say I thought I read somewhere like I have to do it by June. So, I'll
Yep.
know in the next 15 days if I'm gonna go do that. Because again, if they give me an interview and it's a fair interview, in my opinion, you know what? I've done it. I don't know. I'll reach out to some other people and see if they want me to run. But I have a busy life. Like this is a commitment,
Don't
okay?
we all?
Yeah, but like when you're on a board, like this is a full-fledged commitment. Like it's funny because I'm on a board for a different thing. So I'm a magician, as some people might know that listen to us. Like, but I'm the sergeant at arms for that, right? Like I can miss a little bit because we're kind of a lax little club thing, right? Like, but we are trying to get our full nonprofit status. We're trying to, and so like I've gotten them because it used to be every second Monday and fourth Monday. Now my board meetings are no longer on the second Monday because I have prior obligations every second Monday of the month. And I'm like, guys, and they're like, we'll move to Tuesday. So now it's like every second Tuesday. And they get me every single time because I've committed to it. And I'm like, guys, I can't, like my business life can't afford this. Right. And so, where the school board, they're not going to fucking change the date for me.
Not at all.
So it's like, I have to know jumping into this, hey, like I'm giving up so much of my life of specific days and times and things like that. So, I fucking love to vacation, but I have to be in town for this stuff, right?
Yeah, but you also took a coaching job, which means you can't vacation.
Correct, which I'm fine with. But I will coach for the next 10 years, so I get my pension. So, I'm now a high school bowling coach for.
Nice.
It is in Kent County, but it's on the border of Kent and Ottawa. It's where I graduated from. I'll just let you know. I won't say the name of the school, but go Bulldogs. So, yeah. So I'm now the head coach there. So, all right. So sign up. I'm going to the county clerks. I'm gonna sign up with them. Figure out they'll give me the hoops to jump through. It'll cost me $100.
Probably. I think that's what you end up planning on is where you end up.
Okay. And then now, can I run for more than one thing and have my name on the ballot more than once?
I don't think so.
Okay. So I have to pick. So if I want to be county commissioner, I mean, I have to run against you, but I'm giving you that one. But I'm going for the school board in my.
I don't think
Nobody's
you're in
running
the
against me. I'm
same
not gonna run for
district.
office, so.
No, he's
Oh,
county
man.
though. He's county. I mean, that's
Yeah, but they cut the county into districts, do they not?
They do. Like my like the district I live in, I'm not going to run in. Like Chris Klein, like that's where I was just at Chris Klein's launch party. Like he's earlier today. He is the guy that's gonna be running in my district.
okay. And you're not running this year because he is.
I'm not running this year because I don't run. Like but like yeah.
I thought you ran a couple years ago.
No, I ran. I did. Like that was a thing that happened.
Sure.
The goal of that, and it's really really awesome that I get to say this now, was that I really wanted Ottawa Impact and Lucy Ebel to burn 5 figures in a furnace, and they did.
Yeah.
Because I'm a petition strategist. Like of all the things that I do, that's the thing that I do best.
Yeah.
And it takes a petition to run a recall on somebody. So, I don't know. Lucy burning $15,000 trying to run against me made the recall easier.
Holy Shinto. I'm sorry, I have to change a little bit of topic. So the Republican Party in Kent County is so fucking broke that they can't afford their building anymore. Okay, so
Are you buying it?
Nope.
That would be awesome.
Can't do this. Because I need the Republicans for my business.
Can I buy it?
Yes. But like when I tell you guys they're so fucking broke, like wait, so I'm in real estate and I'll just let you know, like the head of our group that I'm in, I won't say this on this spot, but like they just made an announcement that the Republican Party is so fucking broke that they can't afford campaigning at this moment. They can't afford things, right? I mean, so we as a group have decided that we are voting for the next mayor. And it's going to be a Democrat.
Okay.
Because he owns real estate.
Okay.
Like, yeah, because
LeGrand, yeah, he definitely does.
Say, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, like, holy shit, that guy, yeah.
right, but like, so he's not gonna just sit here and ruin our business. He understands, hey, look, you're not all horrible people. You know, this is where it is. Like, so yes, we're backing you. Congrats. You've won. We know you're winning. We know you have this. Don't fuck us over.
Yeah.
Right. Because there's zero chances of Kent County ever getting Republican at this moment because they're so fucking okay. So it takes, and don't quote me, $400,000 for us to do anything. Grand Rapids Republicans have $23,000 left.
Wow.
Right? Like broke. Can't afford their building anymore. Like they're done. Just
That's kind of funny.
And I'm gonna go be like full on like ready to go dive into this tomorrow, but like there's very few county parties of any significance politically with population, that have like lined up behind Christina Caramo on the GOP side. The two exceptions that everyone knows about that cares about politics are the Kent County Republican Party and the Ottawa County Republican Party. Like those are full on like Caramo camp. And like I don't know how like their internal like fight's gonna go because it's 50-50. But the non-Caramo side has they pick their figurehead and it's Peter Hoekstra, and he is a Hollander.
Yep.
Like this is the first guy I've ever had any type of political action interaction with personally. And I know a lot about politics. I know a lot of statewide politics. I know more about Ottawa County politics than probably anybody else in the state. Anyone tells you that like they know how this is going to play out is lying. No one knows like how this ends up in Ottawa County because you have like Joe Moss and his acolytes full on backing Christina Caramo on the other side of the state, and you have a long-term historical institution backing Pete Hoekstra and he's from Holland. It is crazy. It is crazy.
Yeah. And I don't know, I'm starting. I never in my and my problem is like I want to get into politics, but I'm just like you, right? Like I will drop words beyond belief.
Very opinionated, and you're gonna talk how you talk,
and I won't get voted because of those things. And people will call out certain things I've said, right? Like I would have to deactivate my Facebook, hope it goes away forever, because like I've probably drunk texted my own Facebook and said stupid shit, and somebody would be like, hey, this guy's an asshole. Like, yep, that's like all I'm gonna do is be like, yep, that's a fact, right? Like I'm an asshole. So and I'll just live up to it because like I'm not running for president of the United States. Granted, apparently the biggest asshole, you just have to be like the biggest asshole.
Yeah,
and you can
then you can be the president.
Like fucking like, and I'm not the biggest. Like I'm an asshole, but like I'm not the biggest asshole. Okay,
I want
that is self-awareness. Like that is like wonderful self-awareness.
Right? Say like to be clear about this, right? Like people are like, he's just a broke asshole. We're say before you hop down, we were talking about Jason Kelsey and how our wives would be so pissed if we fucking jumped out of a window and just screamed shirtless, drinking. But like we could go, you're such a drunk asshole, right? Like, but Jason Kelsey does it, and he's awesome. It's the coolest thing anybody's fucking done.
This is like Jason Kelsey is just barely not out of shape enough. Like that is like that was his thing. It's like he's just like on the fucking line, and every male human being is just like, oh God, like I wish I could be just like barely there, and like, you can eat whatever you want, and then like scream like without a shirt, like drunk. Yeah.
And so, and he's worth $37 million. I hope he enjoys
his moment.
Yeah, say because again, the next guy that does it is gonna be like, oh, copycat, or that's not cool, and it's like, no, like this is still like the greatest thing that man has ever created.
What again? We talk about this sometimes. I always say the cons of being my friend is I'm an asshole, but the pros of being my friend is I'm your asshole.
I'm your asshole. It's a fact.
Right, that's right. Yeah.
You want to sip of this before
I do want
like, this is amazing. We're sharing beers all of a sudden because
oh my God,
must be nice.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
So I have this question for Joe because I knew we were going to have him on tonight. Joe, explain to me what is going on between your BFF Joe Moss, and Gibbs.
I don't know.
Speechless.
Yeah. Like it- they usually get sick of their lawyer or their administrator. Like when these NIMBYs take over a place, eventually it's never like just like 1 year. And it's never like when they've been like, so like put on the same side by circumstance in my head. Like it's very difficult for me to wrap my head around like them fighting, but like at the same time, like I'm not gonna invest a lot of emotional energy trying to understand it complete. I'm just going to enjoy it. Like that's my thing, is that
It
like
is
these
kind of
guys are starting
enjoyable
to
to
fight
watch.
each other, and like
I'm really annoyed
they are
about your
assholes.
answer because I really wanted to trigger your ass. Because like I told David I'm just gonna fuck with Joe all night. So like, how much are you really excited about Jorge DeSantos' fucking response to him losing and then backing Trump?
Oh God, like that was funny, like that he did that, and then he, like I don't know if you saw the tweet about him saying that, like about like something about Florida not like paying Trump's legal fees or some crap. Like these guys want to have it both ways all the time, and I think that like how long can you go about saying that and without everybody noticing? And it doesn't have to be everybody, just like, you know, 0.5% here, 0.5% there, and it's every fucking day these guys do something else. So like I don't know. I feel like if I were Joe Biden seeing that, I'd be pretty happy.
Right. So, and you know, like I really think that, and we had this conversation last week, right? Politics are so opposites right now, right? Like
It's turned into football.
like this is like it literally has,
It's
right?
turned into football.
Like this has become, hey, we can't even find fucking middle ground, right? Like if Democrats say that, you remember that dress that happened? Was it during COVID? Is it blue or black
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, the blue, black, gold thing.
yes,
Yeah.
like this is what politics has become. Like people will fight the shit out about it and they'll care. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's a fucking dress, right? Like
Again, how long
but-
have we needed immigration reform?
since the beginning of time.
So now the Senate is ready to pass this huge immigration reform that is more conservative than any conservative piece of immigration reform they've ever passed.
Yep.
And the House is like, yeah, we're not going to talk about that because if we pass immigration reform, that looks good on Biden. So we're just going to sit here and do nothing.
Hey, all right, you can.
Yeah.
Why are we in this situation where nobody will do anything? Because God forbid it makes the other side look good. Can't we just govern?
Yeah, and like the thing that like kind of like gets to me about that is that like in places where there's no gerrymandering, and those aren't like it's like half and half, right? Like half of the districts more or less are gerrymandered, half of them are not. But like in places where there's gerrymandering, there's no incentive for those folks to agree on the same level. And in places where gerrymandering has like recently ended, there isn't the institutional knowledge or understanding that like we need to be acting in a bipartisan way. And then nationwide, we have like this big mix up on both of those sides. So like everybody wants to be like doing what the cool kids are doing. And like we're in this place where we are moving away from having politicians pick their own districts, and the extremism that causes. But it's not uniform across the country, and so we end up with these like weird mix-ups and fights. And instead of moving forward in the most obvious ways, we end up stagnated, like you said.
So I still don't know, and I followed this guy, and I'm absolutely like in love with this guy. Just probably because of how he talks. All right, Representative Jeff Jackson.
Love him.
Okay, so
Yep.
is he a
North
Republican?
Carolina.
Is he a Republican or a Democrat?
Democrat
Is he
Democrat.
really? Okay.
from North Carolina.
Like, and it's funny because I'll tell you, I've watched this guy for a year, and I don't know what he is.
That's right.
right? And that's why I had to ask
That's
you
the way it
guys.
should
That's
be.
why I had to ask you guys what he is, because I was like, I just enjoy listening to this, because he just sits here and goes, this is what's happening. And he talked about, you said gerrymandering, and I was like, this is the guy, because he's like, oh, I'm probably getting kicked out of office. They're doing gerrymandering, like they're redrawing. And he like explained, he's like they're redrawing our lines. They're going to change the districts. They're going to do this so that way I will no longer have a job.
Yep.
And he's just like, this is the things. Hey guys, sorry I haven't been around. This is what's happened. Like, this is what's happening today. And I was like, okay, fuck politics and all, right? You're just sitting here, you're giving me what I assume is facts. Granted, there's going to be always a little variant, but like, he's just like, hey, this is what happened today. These are the two assholes that decided to get into it with each other. This is what these, and he, because you had mentioned just a minute ago something, and he's immigration. He's like,
Yeah.
do you know why immigration will never get fucking figured out? Because that's the only thing that these people have ever lived their political life on. And so if it gets fixed, they don't have anything to run on. They have to come up with something new. And I was like, this guy gets it. This guy is like, and to me, like, this guy just really, like, I could see him being something so much more, because we think so much alike.
Well, he's running for attorney general in North Carolina.
Oh,
So,
and I wish him the best of luck, because really, a person that has a level head, that thinks the way he does and just openly understands. And to me, if you ask me, he's a middle ground kind of guy, right? He doesn't fucking weigh. Like, he is me, minus, I don't know his family, like he's married or whatever. I don't know all of his life, but like, I'm like, dude, this guy just, hey, this is what the people should get. This is what this should happen. This is this. And I'm like, yes, we're not going over here going crazy, and we're not going over here going crazy. We're right here. We're right here, bud. Like, again, if you asked me, hey, it's funny, as much I brought it up earlier, where Jennison built an 80-yard domed fucking area, and I'm pissed about it. Okay, I'm not mad we spent the money. 20 more fucking yards, and we could have had a full indoor fucking football field. We could have done something. We could have like, I will spend the extra fucking money myself to give you the things that we should do the right way the first time, because now I have to go rip all this field up, add the fucking like why the hell is this a thing? But like, it could have been something exceptional. Instead, you fucking half-assed it. And if you're going to half-ass anything, you're not wasting my money to do it. I have no problem spending money. We in Jennison are 5-time fucking state champions. We are fucking the greatest band that has ever walked planet Earth in the area. Joe is a fucking Holland guy. So, but like, you know what I'm saying?
This is West Ottawa erasure. Like the quality band in West Michigan is West Ottawa, and no one sees it because the idiots on the other side of the fucking river are marching in their wooden shoes.
Yeah. So and it's funny because he's playing on his own field, and it's funny because like the farther west you get versus like, you know, Jennison Borculo doesn't mean anything. Like their kids are going.
No one knows where that is.
Right. Like, and then like Hudsonville, right? Like we're fighting. You guys are fighting your own. Hudsonville Jennison is like, nah, so and then Hudsonville goes and builds 100 yards, right? And I was like, good for you guys. You did it well. And they're like, yeah, we sit 3,400 people or whatever it might be. It's something small, but I'm like, excellent work. Like, you guys actually did it well. Like, you built it, and I'm just looking at the future going, look, when you want to be the best, you're going to build the best. You're going to be the best. Like, we have enough. And Ottawa County is the weirdest fucking area. We have the richest people in Michigan, in Michigan, right? We have the DeVosses, we have the Padnos, we have everybody. Joe, you're in fucking Holland. You have everybody that lives on that lake. They will all donate this goddamn money to anything in Ottawa County, right? Like, granted, it might be against you, but like, they're not willing. They're not willing to put their kid in the once private school to send one-on-one lessons. They're willing to donate to all of this.
They're not forward thinkers.
Jennison, I know we're gonna fix that.
On the lake here, on Lake Makatawa, these billionaire assholes, like their grandparents were, right?
Yeah.
Like, we got this snowmelt system, and like, try to go online, try to spend an hour and a half online. I don't give a fuck what social media program you're on. Try without seeing something about Holland's snowmelt system right now. Yeah. It's stupid. Like, it just shows up. And like, so where did that come from? well, Betsy DeVos's dad paid for it because, like, then back in the day, that was something you had to do if you were a billionaire. Now, like, if you're a billionaire, it just means that your, dad paid for the snow melt system.
Right.
So, like,
Just
there's
describe to us,
entirely
because it's the
different
coolest
ethos
thing in the world.
but the money is insane. It is an even higher level. But like
Yeah.
the kids, the grandkids, like, and meanwhile, like, what are they doing? Like, I don't like, I don't know what generation I am, but like, I do know that like third generation Latinos tend to not be as industrious as the second generation or the first generation that get here and realize that they need to be busting ass to do better than they did back home where they came from.
I'll tell you,
Um,
the Latinos that live in my building, they must be like 10th generation, because none of them throw a shovel out and help me out and shovel the sidewalk.
Well, like let's be careful, because like they could be first generation that just don't know what snow is. Like there's a
I can
thing
see
that
that.
happens. You have to like
Sir.
the snow that we get here is fucking crazy.
Same. And it comes at once. Like,
Yeah,
I told
it's
my
dumb.
wife,
Yeah.
I told my wife, I was like, look, honestly, I'm gonna get through this little bit of snowdrift, because we went months, like, we didn't have snow.
Yeah, there was
It's
no
January,
snow last year.
right? Like, at all. And October 31st, because it was
Yeah,
Halloween. And
Halloween it snowed.
It did. It's so stupid.
And
I
it was here
remember
for like 4 days.
No, it was here for like a day. It wasn't even it was a day, and it turned way warmer. But because like the next day I was out in shorts and a t-shirt. But I will say is, now we have, I don't know, a foot and a half of snow in Kent County, like Ottawa County, whatever. I consider myself Kent still, which is really weird, even though I live in Jenison.
Yeah.
But like I'm literally on the fucking border. I drive
That's right.
2.5 minutes and I'm right there. But no, so like the snow melt system, it's funny because it's been around for years and years. But like, so Ottawa County, or sorry, excuse me, Holland has run hot water lines under their sidewalks and made it so that way, hey, we've saved money. Now it cost you a shit ton of money to make this happen, right? Like,
but it's so
it
cool
cost
because
Betsy
you don't have
DeVos's
ice.
dad a bunch of money. We're good.
Yeah, it's like the Heinz so the Heinz factory, right, is right there on Lake Meketawa, because you mentioned that. Like, West Michigan, it's so funny how much money West Michigan has, and I haven't seen a dime of it. To say, but like, it was the one thing. Our drivers, when I used to work at Gentex Corporation, our drivers absolutely loved coming to Gentex, because every one of our loading docks was heated underneath, so that way we didn't have any of the ice. Yes. Right. Like, they just built 2 more buildings. I didn't even know, because I went and drank Friday with my buddies. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I drink like crazy. And so they're like, yeah, we just built 2 more buildings, and they still have no idea what the hell they're doing with it. And I was like, you know what they're doing? Tax write-off, motherfucker. Like, that's what they're doing. And he's like, huh? And I was like, you'll get it when you get older and you start understanding how money.
They have the land. They put buildings on them, right?
Yep.
Like, in it's tax right off. Like Gentex, like I don't know, like, I'm not an financial advisor, so don't take this as financial advice, but they seem like one of those companies that like was like GE back in the day. You put your, like, they're gonna keep growing at a very, very steady pace because their bottom line is busting ass and producing a product.
Yep. I mean, the funniest thing to me about Gentex is, and don't quote me exactly, but it's, when you become a monopoly, you own more than 93% of any product.
Sure.
So Gentex owns 92.9% of all car mirrors, but they have become the supplier for Magna Donnelly, which is another car supplier. So they supply the stuff for them. So it's just the same as Android and iPhone, because you remember how, right? Steve Jobs got bailed out by Bill Gates because, hey, we need competition. No, it's because he can't be a fucking monopoly. And so then, yes, they'll do something. So Magna has their own choice to do whatever. But really, like, the fact is, hey, you need to be here so that way we're allowed to survive, because we can't own the entire fucking market.
It's so weird that it's like so genius, but so obvious, but it's both things. It really is both things.
Yeah. And so, Gentex, like, they all their stuff is heated. Like, they're giving the best of the best while giving you, hey, if you want to compete with us and still afford your kind of employees, and you'll make millions, right? You won't be billions, but you'll make millions. Here you go, rich people. and we'll make sure you guys get by enough to be okay, and you can afford to pay your employees, right about the same we do. You take care of them the same, and they won't leave you. You'll be fine.
We build enough housing in this community, and Gentex is paying their employees enough to live here. Like that's on the municipalities and on the county, which currently is screwing the pooch on literally everything. So.
Yep. Oh, dude, you guys out there are screwed. Like it's funny because
I'm fine. Like I have my condo, right? Like it's fine for me, but like I understand it's bad.
And it's funny because sorry, 8th or 16th, what used to be like the horrible drive, 16th, right? Like now 16th, you can't find a house for less than 200 and something thousand bucks, and you used to be able to pick them up for like 30 grand.
Yeah, they used to like make sure that's where the apartments got built.
Yep,
that's where. Not anymore. Like now it's past 30, like it's past 32nd Street. Like you might as well go into Allegan County. Like if Allegan County wants to, if Allegan County can get its shit together and tell Saugatuck to fuck itself. And I love Saugatuck. I love it. I love the municipality. I love the people there. Like at an administrative level, if Allegan County can do that and be like, no, Saugatuck, you got to build your fair share of housing because, like, I don't know if you noticed this, but you're a resort town on the lakeshore, and like we're poor as fuck. Like, build your housing so we can have some people here, get some tax revenue, get some services for people. Like that's one of like the places that is primest for like an explosion of increase in value. Like folks don't even know. It used to be like completely methed out. It used to be disgusting. It used to be like a terrible place to be, drive through or go or visit or live in. And it's not. It's like it's going to be our Napa or our Sonoma. It's like fucking wine country. I don't know what to say. Like that's the future of Allegan County, and it's not that far off because Ottawa County has scared the shit out of them in terms of acting poorly as a government.
Yeah, yep. No, and that's you literally quoted Allegan County. That's what I still think of it to this day. Maybe I should make a drive out there because I'm a real estate investor.
Can you imagine like the liberal, like academic assholes that are just going to be like, from meth to wine, the Allegan counties. Oh,
right. Oh God.
But still, that's still that's a better story than anything else I could think of.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
So what are you running for this year? Are you running for anything?
Bullshit. No. I am I'm doing some active work on the ground. I have clients personally. I do some advocacy work, especially in the renewable energy space. Right now, I'm super interested in. There are 2 ballot initiatives being run by the right side, the right wing. One is Axe My Tax. The other is this one to make it so the state has no say in whether or not farmers can build renewable energy like on land they own. And I think that like those are going to be the super important things statewide. And I kind of want to be working on those directly over the next 8 months here. After next November, I have no clue. Like I can't see that far.
So you're not running for anything in November.
Oh no. We've got Chris Klein-Youngs running for County Commission in District 2. We've got either Joseph Alfonso or Jessica Schwartz running for Congress. I'm not a politician. I consult politicians and tell them how not to fuck shit up.
Right. And everybody needs you. Okay.
I do enjoy watching Joe at school board and county meetings.
I actually do.
It's a lot of fun.
It's great. When he comes to my Jennison one, I'm still only going to cut him off at 3 minutes though. Right. But everybody will cut off at 3 minutes because
no, they cut it like throw the hammer down. Like fair is fair.
I watched Hudsonville.
Oh God.
Okay, right. So like here's the fucked up part about Hudsonville that I watched, and I'm not running for theirs, I'm running for Jennison's because that's where the fuck I live. And they have like a 55-inch TV on their fucking stage that has a countdown clock.
I like that.
Nope. They still let people talk.
No,
you can clearly see. You can clearly
you have to pick one. Right. You make it obvious so they know how much time they have, and you enforce it.
Right. The guy
or it's fucking like Candyland, like there are no rules. Who cares?
Yep. And the guy, and I'm gonna be very clear with the guy. You will cut the sound.
Yeah, you just shut the microphone off.
Right. Like that's what it is. And if not, I'm gonna get my fat ass up out of my chair and go unplug it. And you can keep talking. And then when you keep talking, I'll say, hey, you're disrupting the public. I'm going to need you to leave, please. And then if you keep going, then I'm going to ask you to never come back because you're a nuisance. And then I'll plug it back in for the next person and go, hey, this is the next person that can come and talk out their ass. But no, I say that I will listen. And the problem is I listen, right? Like I'm a very good listener, and I'm just not going to care about your things, right? But I'll listen to you. I just can't guarantee I'm going to implement it, right?
It's fair. You have an infinite amount of time to send an email to your elected representatives.
Yep.
And you have the same amount of time as your peers to speak at public comment. And as long as they're not doing like really stupid nefarious shit, like you got 10 seconds to speak, you get up there, you have 30 seconds, you have a minute, like make your point. You can make a point.
Yep.
If there's as long as there's a compelling interest on the other side. We've got 600 people here and they all want to speak, well, we need to cut it down to a minute. Okay, fine. But make sure that's well defined and make sure it applies to literally everybody. But this idea that like individuals are like so super important that they're able to speak over their time and continue speaking.
Well,
and then on the other end, like what are you impacting? Like you're speaking into a void at that point.
And I think what I'm going to end up doing is pulling a Katie Porter, right? I'm reclaiming my time. Time. That's I've learned those words, right? Of people again I respect in my life. It is fucking Katie Porter, right? Like if you asked me, I would tell you she's a Democrat. Okay,
she is.
Holy shit, this lady just comes out fucking guns blazing. She
asks
you the questions that she already knows the answers to, and when you try to jerk around with it,
dude,
I don't think that she is the most I don't think she's the most intelligent person in Congress. Like she's not the person that
no.
If I knew that that was on my opposition side, I wouldn't be I still don't want to be I don't want her coming up against me. I don't want her knowing, I don't want to know that she has done her preparation, has done her homework, and she's opposing something that I'm trying to actively do. That would be scary to me.
Yeah, very. I agree. This lady just every time. Granted, I only watch TikToks, which is what maximum 3 minutes type of a thing. My favorite was the fucking Jeopardy and let's call shit out.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
My okay, that might not be my favorite. I think my favorite is the Wells Fargo fucking CEO on stand. Her how many of your employees still get fucking government help assistance? Oh, we don't. Let me fucking help you with that. Wham! And I was like, holy shit,
they never have the answer, but she does.
Oh, dude, this lady fucking knows it. And I was like, all right.
She showed a household budget. These assholes come in here, we need to run, you have to run your household on a budget. Why doesn't Congress? And she actually shows a household budget.
Yeah. This is the greatest mom that's walked
Very
around.
good.
I fucking love this lady. Again, and it's funny because the two politicians I know that I happen to be both Democrat. But, I think
they're sensible Democrats,
right? I can tell you, hey, this is where and so Nick Watkins, I'm running for Genesis School Board. Everybody should vote for me. Now I think you guys have talked me into even if I get an interview, I'm still running for fucking school board.
I think you should.
Yeah.
You just get the experience and you talk about it.
My only fear is people are gonna know where I live and go destroy my house and shit. But
all I can tell you, Nick, is that people know where I live, and I have given them a lot more reason.
Yeah,
he's not wrong.
I can appreciate. I know I've watched some of your videos, and I like
great.
Them. They're great. Joe's like, wait, I don't have videos. No, people have videos of you. Okay, who's this crazy guy? So.
Yeah, I you're a big guy too. So I'm a big guy. I know that I can throw someone that weighs 230 pounds. Past then, I don't know, but I know that they can go over my head and their heels go over. So that's a level of comfort on some level.
Yeah.
But you got to dive in and do the leap of faith if you're going to jump into it. I think that you should feel we're in a very safe community. So.
Oh, I'm way bigger than you.
There's two types,
way bigger than, and also, the best day of my life and the worst day of my life was the exact same day. The day I realized that I don't need a job which means I don't care if I fucking go to jail or not, right?
Yeah.
Like something's getting punched.
Yeah.
Something's getting punched, baby. So
I feel like when Joe walks into any of these meetings,
yeah,
there's two people.
right.
There's the people that go, "Oh shit, this guy again,"
Yeah,
and then there are people that go, "Oh yes, this guy again."
right. Like there's no middle ground.
No, there really isn't.
Yeah, Joe is like, son of a bitch.
I think that I'm doing something right then.
I do too.
Let's
Yeah.
someone's got to draw some lines.
Yeah. And let's see. So what is your best advice for me for running for the school board?
I mean, you got to go out and do it, and then the best advice, like professionally, like if I like starting off, like as a consultant, would be like knocking doors. Face to face wins the race, door to door wins the war. And especially at the local level, you're not going to be able to outspend somebody on TV that doesn't exist.
From what I understand, you're not allowed. Like legally, I'm only allowed $1,000. That's all.
Yeah. Whatever. Like it costs $0 to go knock someone's door. And to that end, like knock apartments, like find high density areas and knock those. Like
I'm in.
Get your best, like think strategically and go best bang for your buck. But like you gotta have at school board those in-person conversations to tell folks why you're the guy. And I there's no question you have the ability to do that if you want to.
Oh, I'm totally all about this. So for my 3 minutes, I'm just going to waste. I'm telling them how great I am and how I should be voted on the school board. Because I'm going to start doing that for every single school board meeting this year. I'm making it to all of them.
You should literally just show up and do that.
Be the first person.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
No, it's great. Okay, so go do it. Knock doors and show up.
Yep.
So because I'm taking this because so my daughter goes to Genesis. Okay. She goes to El Puente. And I very rarely don't share things on here, but sometimes I'll say things and have to rethink if I want to say them because of that fear of there's cycles out in this world, right? Like, so that was a quick me thinking, oh shit, I just said exactly. So my kid goes to a Spanish immersion school, and and so, right, like the school to me, like my kid's in it. Like, why wouldn't I want her to have the best education? I had this conversation with my wife. My wife likes to bitch about things, but doesn't like to actively take care of it, right? She'll talk and she'll do this. But like me, if I'm gonna complain about something the school board's doing, something I don't like, no, I'm gonna get myself appointed to this fucking school board. I'm gonna go fix this, right? Or every day I'm gonna be that annoying person that's telling you how shitty you're doing at your job and how you need to support our kids in our community that much better, right? Because I don't just sing it, baby. I bring it, right? Like that's been my philosophy in life, right? Don't sing it, bring it. Let's go, right? But the problem is I run my mouth, so I'm doing both. I'm singing it and bringing it. So
I mean, that's the worst part about us. Is we're very opinionated.
Very, very opinionated, and my opinion can be changed. Very much can be, but we're gonna have an educated conversation about it.
Well, we're always willing to listen to new information.
Right.
We don't necessarily know what the right answer is, but we're willing to listen.
Yeah.
And find the right answer.
I'm not sure if we lost Joe or not.
I think he just turned his camera off.
Joe, are you still there?
Or maybe not.
Yeah. So, it shows that he's still on with us. But, so, and again, dude,
maybe he had a call.
I'm the kind of guy who literally needs to at least have the opportunity. That's what I said when I walked in here, right? If I get an interview, you know what? Great. As long as it's fair and whatever, and the person that you appoint is what I feel is better than me type of a thing.
Yeah.
Then great, man. Like I don't need to run. He is gone. I don't need to run. And if they're not, then I'm going to run myself and try to make it happen. Right.
Absolutely.
And I will do that every single time the thing comes out. And if it never happens, I don't care.
Well, I mean, all you can do is try. And as well as I do, trying's half the battle here.
Yep.
So if you get elected, great. If you don't get elected, that's fine too. I mean, you put it in front of people and, they either like the things you have to say or they don't. Again, I hate where we're at politically now because, you have all these extremists that really don't care about the people they're supposed to be serving.
Mhm.
So again, you talk about Jeff Jackson. He's a great example. He's working for his constituents, which some of them agree with him and some of them do not. And that's fine.
Right.
But you're working for people. So you have to sit there and try to work in the way that, they've elected you to do that.
Correct. And because you ran on something and that's what you should stand behind.
Correct.
Right. I don't believe you should go opposite of that once you get in. So, and like, I go back to Joe, and I really think like the door knocking is great advice, but the showing up and telling people what I'm about, as long as my voice is heard, that's what matters to me. As long as I see the changes that I'm looking to see, that's what I said. I won't, if the person that beats me is better than me and they can explain the things that I'm looking for in a better way, great. You've won. You've done the job I need to do, but you're better at it. I have no problem telling people that people are better than me, right? Like, I will tell you right now, in high school, like, I'm a very good bowling coach. Are there better? I sad as it is to say, yes, I guarantee there probably is, right? You're a great softball coach. In your head, nobody's better. But we've talked about it.
Yeah, there's better coaches out there.
The one lady,
but I'm still great.
Right. Like, I'm great. But if you're gonna do it better, I'm about it. So
there's always stuff we can learn.
So apologies, I had a Charter Spectrum moment there. I can tell you that the guy that we have that's running in District 2 for County Commission here, Chris Kleinjans, he ran I guess it's a pretty quick explanation. Ottawa Impact made an attempt, and this is like, I don't want to spike a football on this because like we got to get these guys out of the county commission, but like they made an attempt to take over. If they had their way, they would have taken over every city government, every township board, and every school board. And they made an attempt, to take all those over, and they failed at a lot of places. One of the things I noticed that was really interesting is the places where they actually could field candidates were places that had for school board were places that had actual city names, including Jenison, where Donna Mooney ended up getting on the board. But West Ottawa is a huge school district, but it's not a city or a township. West Ottawa is just West Ottawa, and so the folks around here were worried about Ottawa Impact trying to take it over, interesting enough that for me, I think that's a reason why we were so successful on the recall petition, just this area. But like with West Ottawa, Ottawa Impact didn't field any candidates, so we had the folks that ran that ended up getting elected, and then one extra that ran just in case the Ottawa Impact folks ran. And he didn't end up getting elected, but he wasn't planning on it if there was no opposition there, just because school board is like vote for three, the best three win, right? Out of a huge list. And that person is Chris Kleinjans, and he is the guy that's running for county commission in District 2 in Lucy Ebel Seed now.
How do you spell his last name?
It's super Dutch. KLEINJANS.
Okay, sorry. Because I googled and I was like Kleinjans. I was like, it didn't even come up. So I want to read a thing. So I posted that I applied for the Jenison School Board, and this is what a person had said. And they're not even in my district. Okay. Good luck. Jenison board member Donna Mooney's speech about how West Michigan should be for white conservative Christians only, and if you don't like it, leave, will forever live rent-free in my mind. And then they actually posted the Twitter link. I say something went wrong, which is weird, but that is not who I am as a person in life, right? I mean, I didn't even know both of you were not white people. I say, but
the funniest part about that is Since you've known me,
Yeah,
you've said I'm Mexican,
the fact,
even though I'm Persian.
You are Persian, and Joe is Latino.
Yes.
So, but right, like that is the kind of thing that I don't need on this school board.
Mhm.
I don't need you to be the world's greatest human being. What I don't need is for you to hold that type of a statement, right? Because to me, I'm here to teach you. I look at you and go, hey, I don't know how you are, right? So by that, to people that can only hear us, I covered my eyes and said, look, when you speak, I want you to speak what we've taught, right? And learning doesn't come from what color you are or anything like that, right? So the school board is meant to make. I have kids from the youngest ages till they graduate to impact their lives. That's my job as a school board member, right? And then hopefully you go on from there. But I hopefully, hey, if I make this school board, hopefully I go into a college board. But this is it. My opinion is that one actually really stuck out to me.
Well, again, my daughter went to Byron for years.
Yeah.
And probably the best part about moving her to Godwin those last 3, for many reasons.
Yeah.
But one of them was the diversity that she got there,
Yeah.
because she didn't get that at Byron. There weren't students of color.
Right.
So now you bring up Donna Mooney, and I think it's important to mention that lady moved to Ottawa County 8 years ago from Illinois.
Yep.
And in that same speech you're talking about that somebody said she was whatever, she said that her moving here from Chicago area was the same thing as Native Americans being put on reservations. It's just people living by the same type of people.
No shit.
I kid you not. Like,
and that's like, I do know that me interacting with this lady will be the number one thing to get me kicked off the school board.
Maybe like she like that like people know about that Native American comment, and like I think that she even makes the hardcore Republicans there very, very uneasy. I think that's you might be right, but like you might be testing golden fire. I don't know.
Well, I say, and I don't know what 3. I don't know if she's up this year or not, but if she is, I mean, that'll literally just be my campaign slogan, right? Do you want a person that says this? And then I'm gonna find my way onto. I have one of 3 positions that I can get this year. I'm hoping to take them, right? One of 3. That's all I need. And it's so funny because school boards are the smallest political stance you could. Granted, it's not political to me. It's not fucking political, right? But it's the smallest thing you can get voted on.
But when you look at those really far right conservatives, their plan has been to take over school boards,
correct,
for the last 20 years, and they put that plan into motion, and that's why we're sitting in the spot we're sitting in right now.
Yep. And I say we had this conversation. Did I tell you about my neighbor?
I don't know. Did you?
With with the idea of how he's changed his mind a little bit. So there's up north in Kent County, Rockford. They have a transgender kid.
Yep.
And they're trying to help this kid, and parents are suing.
Yep.
Because the school is trying to help. And my neighbor is very, very, normally supportive of the people suing. And he comes and he goes, why the fuck do they care about this kid's life? Like, it's a kid. Like, and I was like, holy shit. Like, I was like, I'm not going to say his name, doesn't matter. But I was like, we can have an actual conversation, you and me. And I was like, welcome to the big leagues, bud. Right? I'm not afraid to admit it. Right? When I go bowling, I tell people I bowl with 250 gay people, and I'm like one of 10 straight people on this entire thing. I just go party for nationals. Okay. And that's his first favorite thing to tell people when this is Nick. Yeah, he bowls nationals with like 250 gay guys and all that. And I was like, dude, there's women there, like whatever. And I was like, why is it the number one thing like you care about? And I was like, no, it's just weird to me. Like, but so like he's officially, I think over the 8 years I've lived there, he's finally just been like, dude, I don't really care. I'm gonna live my life for the first time ever. And I was like, you got it. You finally get this. Let people just live their goddamn life.
I have an issue with conservatives being overly concerned with what's in everyone's pants.
Yep.
I don't care what's in their pants.
Say right.
I don't care what they identify as. I don't care what they do. I had a TikTok taken down once because this fucking woman was complaining that how is she supposed to tell her child what a transgender bathroom is? And I stitched it and I said, it's a bathroom, you fucking potato. And it got taken down because I was harassing her.
Yeah.
You know what? You're a fucking idiot if you can't just go, hey, that's a bathroom. A boy can go in it. A girl can go in it. It doesn't matter.
I say my grandpa was using the wrong bathroom since before it was cool, is all I'm saying, right? We would go on road trips. He'd walk into a McDonald's. He didn't care. The first door he's seen, that's the one he was going in to take a leak because he had to pee and he had to pee now. Okay. Yeah. Like he was old. He didn't care. So it was, man, you know, these people, people blow everything so far out of proportion. It's just insane to me.
I just want kids to get through life. That's literally all I want. And know that people give a shit about them.
Know that people, and that's what a school board to me is meant to be.
That's what it's supposed to be.
I'm gonna have to, Joe. Are you you know any writers? Because I'm gonna need a speech person. You know.
Yeah. So like I don't know about anybody like writers. Like they're gonna be like writing speeches for school board meetings, but like yeah.
I mean, I got like my budget's like $1,000 apparently that I'm allowed to spend. So I'm gonna need.
I think you have folks around you that are able to do like I don't know what type of like essays you're trying to put together, like
3 minutes or less, baby.
Yeah, no, I think you've got the skill set. I've you know, been able to hear you go off, and it's just about like identifying particular paths on specific issues and then figuring what those issues are. The strategizing is so much more important than like the specifics of the writing, I think.
Sure. So making notes for myself because this is great information.
Yeah, and if you want to have a conversation offline over coffee, like that's fine too. Like, as soon as you like throw your hat in the ring, make sure that you end up running pretty hard. I have no idea what the environment is in terms of the election for school board in Jenison next fall, but like I'm happy, you know, this year to learn. The school boards aren't normally my
no, I know.
Go to let's go run them up, and I don't mean that like normal like average Americans just like doesn't pay attention to their school board or their county commission. Like I care about politics. It's just like school boards aren't like my cup of tea, or aren't like what's the Austin, like they aren't my bag baby, you know.
Right,
but they are my bag baby. So and here's the book I wrote.
Oh really?
No.
Oh, I was like, man,
that was a joke, right? With the penis pump.
Yes, of course. Okay. I was like, I thought that you were going, and then you said the book, and like I never followed past the whole thing, and I was like,
I told the joke really shitty. Do you want to rank me over the coals forever on this?
Yes, I do.
We were just excited we might have another author.
Yeah, like no, because like I was like, all right, yeah, he's totally got the Austin Powers thing going, and I was like, yeah, I get this. Like, it's not my bag, baby. Yeah, and I was like, all right, Joe's getting it. Well, sorry, so Joe, we didn't tell you we have our mugs. We'll go back.
I don't know about the mugs.
Yeah, so David found these.
I rescued these from break room therapy,
and it says
nice.
Mine says you have to call me Dragon,
and mine says you have to call me Nighthawk.
And so David and I love movie quotes. Like we live our life off of them.
And we love Step Brothers.
We do.
So I'm going to tell this story. So I go to give a room instruction, and I see this mug on the table, and it just looked weird. And I get close to it, and I go, "Yeah, you can't break this." And I grabbed it, and I just walked out of the fucking room. And I brought him another mug, and I went up to the front, and I'm like, "Oh my God, this is the coolest thing ever." And then one of my employees, Jordan, goes, "Oh, we have the other one." Yes. And I went, "Can you find it?" And he went and found it. And I was so I sent Nick an all caps text like I'm a boomer. Yeah. And I said, "Oh my God, you'll never guess what I found." And how excited were you?
Oh, dude, just absolutely excited. Like, and now, like tonight, I even was like, "Hey, what do you want to drink out of tonight?" Because we have our Bucks and Brews. And like, I was like, "No, we're drinking out of mugs." So no, and I do appreciate you hopping on for something as small as school board, because it's so weird, because any other thing you could probably just walk onto a school board, but like when you're in our political stance of life right now, man, as you said, like Republicans are trying so hard, and it's again, school boards to me are, like what is the best thing for the
you're supposed to be working for the kids.
Exactly, right? And for the teachers and things like that, right? I will, I will. It's funny because I've probably bought more food and drinks for teachers in my thing than anybody possibly will ever meet, right? We'll go out to somewhere and teachers there and I'm like, hey, let me pick up the tab. Let me get thank you. You're good. Like you do more than I'll ever do for my kid for learning, right? Like I'll teach her life cool shit, but you're teaching her the basics of how to do the normal things of life. So they get lucky. I get so jealous of teachers. They get to see my kid 8 hours a day, right? I don't get to. So and so Joe, no, really, I do appreciate it. And if David doesn't have your number, I'll have him reach out to you and I'll get it and we'll connect and I'll know more. I'm assuming in the next few, I'm gonna say a week, maybe 2. They have 30 days and 50 or 10 of it's almost already up. So, and once I found out that I can, I'm going to go apply and hit the ground running to make sure that everybody for the rest of their life knows that I'm running for in November. So, things about me people don't realize, like I'm all or nothing kind of a guy. Like there's no middle ground with me. Like I commit and I just go.
In for a penny and for a pound. And like, we've got this county commission race coming on May 7th, but like after that, like literally every race is super, super, super important, more important than it's ever been. So
yeah. And I know we're going to do some more election stuff and we're going to want you back on, Joe, because we love talking to you.
I love you guys too, Dave, Nick, you guys are fabulous. Like, yeah, except for the Bears bullshit. Like, I don't understand.
I agree, but hey,
I'm going to say something right now and I never say this.
Let's hear it.
Good luck to your Lions this weekend.
It's like we got this.
I'm putting money on all 4 teams to win the Super Bowl, so I'm going to win some money one way or another.
I
They're the best.
Like play your parlay or like play like your I don't know what they call it when you like cross your bets like that and make sure that you're
that's a parlay.
Is that a parlay? Like on the parlay is like your chain of bets.
Yeah, that's a chain of bets. No, I'm covering all my bases. I'm picking all 4 teams and to win.
So I thought I fucked it for us. Buddy of mine is a huge Tampa Bay Bucks fan, right?
Sorry.
Huge Lions fan. But like we worked together for years and stuff like that. And so we were kind of just, I hit him up and I was like kind of talking shit and I was like, hey, throw a 6er on it. And he's like, yep. And then it hit me. I was like, fuck. Every time I bet on my Lions, we lose. And I was like, dude, if I just lost this,
stop doing that.
Like I did, like I did forever. And then but this one, because it was him. Like any other team, we never bet but like against the Bucks. So like when the Red Wings play the Devil Rays, we always put a 6er on it and stuff like that. And
the Red Wings play the Devil Rays?
Or Lightning, Tampa Bay Lightning. Yeah. Sorry. But like, okay, when the Devil Rays play the Tigers, like we always put a 6er. It's just always been a fun 6er that we've always done. And so this one, I was like 6er on it, and I was like, oh shit! Like I bet on the Lions. I damn it, because like every time I bet, dude, I lose.
You and I will never bet on a Bears Lions game ever.
I'm hoping someday, because it'd be in our friendship.
Well, not in this postseason.
Yeah,
I'm
probably
sorry.
not the next one either.
So
Joe, damn, Joe, dude, that's rough.
Yeah, I'm not pissed at Lions fans. I'm really pissed at the fucking Green Bay fans.
Yeah, dude. But all right. Yeah, I will say I will reach out personally off air. Anything else?
39 years. Like I can do whatever the fuck I want. Like
that's
seriously,
a fact.
This year,
dude. I'm gonna be David's not like. We're probably not gonna do a podcast after next Sunday because
God,
I'm just gonna be the most arrogant fucking guy. Have you ever seen like if we win the Super Bowl? When we win the Super Bowl, I am going to be Stan Marsh, right? I'm gonna whip my balls into
a wheelbarrow
and walk that bitch around.
That was
Randy, sorry, not Stan. Yeah, say Randy Marsh, and I'm gonna walk that bitch around and be like, "Here we go!" Like that is gonna be me.
I told you this the other day.
Yeah,
if there's any fandom that can understand what you're going through,
it's
mine.
Cubs.
Your Cubs. Say,
108 years we waited.
Yeah.
Except that, like, why is it 108? Because before that, you won the World Series.
I mean, true, but I mean, the Lions have won a championship, just not a Super Bowl.
And nobody cares about a championship. The Super Bowl.
The World Series has been around forever.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl's only been around since the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, who cares about the 1985 Bears then, right?
I mean, I do. But I also care about the 1963
Why?
Bears that won the NFL championship.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, my ass.
If they don't win the entire thing, I'm out.
Oh.
So, but
Enjoy your season.
and I will tell you guys, like you know what? I'm fine with us losing.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna say it.
You
We
keep
will flip
saying it because
tables,
you
like,
want to believe it.
We will be fine.
Yep, I'm not gonna drink my pain away and,
Yes, you
and
are.
break my TV.
Yes,
But,
you are.
I'm gonna drink literal paint thinner, but it's
Right.
fine. Yeah.
But like I'm and I said in the beginning, like this is my team. I'll always be behind them. But I understand that every year they've broken my heart, and I'm fine with getting it broken for another 70 years because that's who I have to be.
Dude,
I'm like,
I understand it because my team's been shitty since 2006.
so
2006 was the last good Bears year.
so
we all can live and die without a Lions championship, but to have that happen to Barry Sanders is sacrilege.
dude, it's horrible.
They had two of the greatest at their position ever have to
Yeah,
retire
we
because they
know.
were sick of the
We
losing.
know.
3
Who's the third?
Herman Moore.
Yeah.
Oh, did he retire early? Really?
No, I
I
don't
mean, he
think
was
so.
kind of at the end of his career.
But and I will also say that Jason Hansen.
Yeah,
He should-
no. Kicker
we should-
running back, wide receiver.
Hansen didn't retire early. He was old.
Yeah, but we should bring him back for the fucking
He
Super Bowl.
retired old for Jason Hansen.
Right. But so all I'm saying is, so yeah, Megatron, Sanders, and then I'll give Jason Hansen the W. But like, I'm surprised he hasn't showed up. Like that kind
I
of
think
pisses me
I
off.
think he was there.
Can you you don't just give Jason Hansen the W? Like, he's got more points than any other
Yeah.
Lion, right?
Which is the stupidest thing to ever say in this world.
Yeah, but that's
I just-
kickers.
You make 3 points at a fucking time.
Yeah, but that's kickers. They get more
You-
opportunities.
You remember when we had like what was it,
But he couldn't
27?
miss.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, dude, it was such the greatest kick in the world. So
Speaking of missing field goals, though, like
yeah,
like,
baby.
doink.
Yep. Let's say Buffalo.
There was another double doink this weekend.
Buffalo. Jesus.
And he went wide right.
Yeah.
So he had to not disable, whatever it is, get rid of all of his social media accounts
Yeah.
because of all of the death threats.
Oh, okay.
And my wife sends this to me, and you know what I sent back to her? Go Google Scott Norwood.
You want to? So, do you know who? This is a true story that I will tell on air because I don't know the guy personally. I mean, I do. So I play Clash of Clans. Okay. Which is a game. I was in a clan, right? Which is a group of people with Graham Gano.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
New York Giants kicker.
Yep. Used to be the Panthers.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. He misses and has the exact same thing happen.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Everybody threatened his life. Everybody threatened everything. Graham Gano no longer plays Clash of Clans on it, even though like all of us, and it's funny because we went and met him, and I won't tell his fucking screen name because it doesn't matter. But me and my buddy are at the Lions, and because they're playing them, and we go, "Hey, screen name," and he goes, "Holy shit, is that really you guys?" And you go, "Dude, you said this is who you were. We told you we would come." And he's like, "No shit." So it was officially Graham Gano that we actually played Clash of Clans with.
That's cool.
And but he no longer plays because of people getting that upset because a guy missed something.
He missed the fucking.
What is it about kicking? Like, because like it was like back in the 90s, right, where the Columbia World Cup kick, like a PK guy missed the PK for Columbia.
Yep.
And then he got shot in the back of the head and died.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like if you miss your shot, don't come around again.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, it's just at the end of the day, it's just a fucking game.
It literally, that's all it is.
I mean,
Games are supposed to be fun.
oh, so one more because we'll have this out, but I'm gonna put this out there. Because the day after the Super Bowl is the biggest suicide day of the year. Guys, from the bottom of my heart, if you are ever thinking about that and you made the bad decision and you lost, do whatever, please, there's hotlines out there. There's things you can do to help yourself. Reach out to those, get help, do all these things. if you think you might be one of those types of people that are risking everything, reconsider everything before you make that, right? Maybe make half the bet that you were going to. I'm not telling you not to do it, but reconsider your choices. This is just a quick friendly reminder from the bottom of my heart to the people that every year, the day after the Super Bowl is the biggest suicide day for people. So please reach out for help before you make any choices. So,
Good note.
yeah. It's one of those things I think about every year, right? Because there's always a winner and a loser, and people bet way too much on it. So,
You should finish this up, or we're gonna keep talking.
yeah, sorry. So, guys, the raspberry vanilla porter from Austin Brothers, they're really impressing me with the things they're making. Untitled art. I'm actually gonna head there because they're open till 10 o'clock tonight, and it's only 9. I'm going back to the place I got this from. 7-layer bar pastry stout was absolutely freaking
Delicious.
amazing. And this is bottled and brewed in Milwaukee. Milwaukee is doing great things with beers. So, Joe, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate all the knowledge that you've given me. I'm looking forward to running.
Yeah, no worries. And then also I wanted to plug Hop College. It was the beer I was drinking over at my buddy's buddy place there at Hopland Brew Distillery.
Yeah. And Hopland Brew Distillery.
And what was the other bar?
Tulip City.
Tulip
City Brew Distillery, same owner, Ricky. Don't get suplexed by Ricky. Like, that will not be fun.
Yeah.
Trust.
Sounds like I'm going to go meet this guy. So,
all right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll be back soonish.
Yeah, soon.
Take care, guys. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, bud.
Nick.
Bye now.
You've dialed in
To Bucks and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash and tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these
because
studs.
they know the
And
brews.
they know the Bucks, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, cause shit's not funny.
Save yourself some
Beer money, bucks,
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
brews.
And brews.
brews.
Bucks and brews.